everyone around me was crying many moments through the film.
Yeah.
我已經有40年冇兩票。
你一講就點叫係推車時。好，來哦！
阿公，你最快到底有咩個差？
你講1960年就走。
So touching. There is not a dry eye in the house.
剛將生命月，剛海望你心動念落。
We have finally seen the indie film that has been capturing hearts across China and overseas called Dear You. So let's talk about it here on Potside Reacts.
A usual feature film would cost hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Dear You, comparatively, cost, well, it was pretty low budget. It cost around 14 million renminbi,
Yeah.
which is pretty low compared to that.
For sure.
And the casting, they mainly cast first-time actors. And interestingly, they spoke in a specific local Chaoshan dialect. And this movie, it's got 9.2 on Douban, a review site, and it's grossed over 1.6 billion RMB already. And it's the second biggest movie in China this year, 2026, just behind Pegasus 3. I really enjoyed the documentary-style filming of it. It kind of felt like you were eavesdropping on real people having genuine conversations. And I did some research and found out that the director used to direct documentaries, so it kind of made sense.
I just leaned into his strength there, yeah.
But it was felt very genuine.
I think you're touching on what a lot of people have been feeling, is that it didn't feel generic. It felt very fresh. It felt new. It wasn't, this regurgitated kind of storyline just with different kind of wrapping paper on it. So you're seeing this really interesting kind of surge of indie films and the market wanting that kind of thing.
I think there's a big demand in the West and East of this kind of content.
I think it's wonderful, especially because, like you said, they didn't cast named actors, which is great because sometimes it's really hard to see past someone's celebrity and just really appreciate the character and the story. And the whole idea of Qiaopi, which is a new to us concept, these remittance letters, before internet, before any of these smaller villages and such had phone access. You had to send a letter. A lot of these people were, from rural, lower income backgrounds. That's why they had to go overseas to try and find a better life. They weren't literate, so they went to these remittance offices. It was a service industry. There's something so beautiful and personal about receiving letters.
Yeah, we don't do it enough these days. No one does. But interestingly, there are still modern Qiaopi writers who have a service who especially help the elderly still to write those letters. There's been a trend recently where people have been putting their own family Qiaopi letters online for everyone to see, and that's very touching and sweet.
Yeah. My grandparents never talked about their hardships, really, so I wonder if this is also a nice kind of connection time for families. Maybe this was in, Grandma's hope chest and was something that she never really brought out and shared with the family. And I wonder if letter writing is going to become a trend. When you're in those situations and life is so hard that a member of your family, the head of your household, needs to literally leave the country to try and find a better life for you, what else can you do? But carry on, take that next step, even if it's washing olives.
Yeah, in the UK we say stiff upper lip. You just kind of
you
don't show what you're feeling, but you're just dealing with it and you move forward.
And I think that subsumed emotion is still felt. That undercurrent of hardship is felt, and that's one of the things that is so moving, because people see that, especially in the older generation, they recognize that.
Definitely. And all these tasks, like the washing of the olives and especially sending the letters, which is one of the main things of the movie, is that they're all expressions of different kinds of love. And I think that's really profound and why one of the big reasons why this movie has resonated with so many people.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think of the film? Let us know in the comments below. This has been Potside Reactions. We'll see you next time.
Bye.